Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Umamusume. In the last one, we epically failed at getting our 30 wins in a single career. We only got to 29. Spoilers. But we are now going to build a sprinter. Now, the last one, Sakura is also a sprinter. If you've been paying attention to the game, though, the next event is going to require us to race against sprinters. One of them is Sakura that you have to race against. So that means that you're going to need more than just Sakura as your sprinter because Sakura isn't allowed to race against Sakura. It's against the rules. So we need another sprinter. And the two easy sprinters that everyone can get are Sakura, which I think is guaranteed. And then you also have King Halo. So let's go ahead and look at our characters here, or my characters at least. And where is the Sakura that we just made? Right here. So we ended up with the max speed. If you're making a sprinter, you're going to want to make sure you probably hit the max speed. And then you're going to want to make sure you get a lot of wit. This one doesn't have a whole lot of wit because it was for the challenge run. So we were using a messed up deck. Gold Ship is not a sprinter. And it's going to take me way too much effort to make Gold Ship into a sprinter. It's not going to happen. Let's look at my Gold Ship really quick, just for the sake of... Look at this. She has G in sprinting. Do you realize how difficult it's going to be for me to get that to an A? To even make it physically possible? So the great thing about this game is technically it is possible for me to make Gold Ship into a sprinter. The problem is I don't think I have the right legacies to actually get Gold Ship to a sprinter. And since she's so bad at sprinting, I would also just have to get lucky over the course of the run to get her proficiency in sprinting. I wouldn't just be able to do it right off the rip. So it would actually take quite a bit of work. So Gold Ship is not going to be our sprinter today. As funny as that would be, it is possible, but we're not going to do it. So here's the other one, King Halo. King Halo is not a guaranteed horse, but she is a 1-star, so very easy to pull. You probably almost certainly already have one. And she is another one who can sprint. I don't remember if she starts with A in sprinting. I think she does. But anyways, she's also going to be in the event. So you're also going to run against King Halo. So ideally, if you don't have any like better horses, you could just use Sakura and King Halo and do the whole event like that. Whichever one's better. Sakura is probably going to end up being better, but for at least the race where you have to race against Sakura, you'll want someone else like King Halo. So today we're going to do a King Halo run, but I do want to show that I actually made a different sprinter already. And this one is Maruzinski, who is a 3-star. And she's not going to be in the event, so she'll be able to run the whole thing for me. So if you have something like Maruzinski, you could consider doing that. The only thing that you need to be aware of with Maruzinski is it's kind of like Gold Ship, only not as difficult. She only starts with A in sprinting. So you want to, or not A, she starts with B in sprinting. So you got to get it to at least A before you have like a reasonable chance to actually do these challenges. You can see here, I got lucky and got to S. Also, the other problem with Maruzinski is she has to run mediums all over the place, and she also is forced to run the Arima Keenan as a long race. Now, you don't have to run or even podium in the Arima Keenan, or you don't have to win or even podium in the Arima Keenan. You just have to run in it. Now, you can see I did get first in it, so like it would help you to get first in the race anyways. And so how I did that is by still running. I was running a single stamina card in Swinging Maestro. You can actually see here my cards. I ran 4 speed cards, Super Creek to get Swinging Maestro, and then I ran a single wit card to get as much wit as possible. And you can see that I also ended up getting 2 stamina skills and just a whole bunch of other decent skills that should help me for sprinting. But anyways, yeah, we ended up with 1200 speed, which is what you're going for a sprinter. Probably 400 to 500 stamina would be good, but you really don't want to be pressing the stamina button very much. And then if you're a front runner like Maruzinski here is, then you don't need as much power, but you know, as much power as you get from leveling up your speed is good. And then the rest you want to get into wit to make your skills proc more. And yeah, that's pretty much what you're going for a sprinter. So here's my example of a character that you can use in the sprint. But now we're going to go ahead and make a King Halo that pretty much everyone should have access to. So let's go ahead, get into the run, and pick our legacies and our deck and stuff. The thing I don't remember about King Halo is what kind of races is she running? She's running a mile, she's running a medium, another medium, another medium, a long. She only has to run in that one though, kind of like the Arima Keenan. Then a sprint, then a mile, then another sprint, and then a medium. Okay, so she is going to need a decent amount of stamina to get through her career. So that's kind of like the limiting factor for King Halo here. Unlike Sakura Bakshin, where she only runs sprints and miles, so you don't actually need to get her any stamina, King Halo's going to need a little bit of stamina. Now, the other thing to consider with King Halo is she's a late surger, but you could also pretty easily get her to Pace Chaser. And she also only has B in miles and B in mediums. So we're probably going to want to work around that. What can we get here? So Maruzinski, not a great one. I think I already know who of my guests I'm going to pick. Nice Nature is my only 3-star. She has 3-star in power. So she's an 8-star, which would be pretty decent. What about this Ogre Cap? So the good thing about Nice Nature is she gives 2 in long. I think we might have to accept a B in mile. Because yeah, this gives me the Pace Chaser in the medium, but it doesn't give me an A in mile. I think we'll be okay with a B in mile to win the career. And if you're curious, like this guess that I have is pretty good. It's a 9-star stamina with long, medium, and Pace Chaser. So this one's a pretty good person that I can just use their legacies of. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and go with that one. You can see here we're going to start with an extra 84 stamina, which means that we're probably not going to have to press the stamina button very much to actually get enough stamina to run these races. We're going to be low on speed and power, but that's what we're mainly going to be training. Oh, I forgot to check. Her growth rate is power and guts. So we're going to need 4 speed cards. That's pretty much like the rule. If they have 20% speed, then you only need 3 speed cards. But if they have 0%, then you probably want to run 4 speed cards. So this is what we ran last time, but let me see. This is what I used for my Maruzinski run. So I put Kita-san Black here. You should probably use someone else's Kita-san Black if you don't have one maxed out. And then this is obviously a card that we got from the last event, so that's free to play. This is just a gold card, so that's pretty free to play as well. Twin Turbo, I got a little bit lucky to have 2 of them, but you can replace that with, let's see here. What are the gold speed cards that are good? Oh, did not mean to pick that. But this one is a good card. Aishin Flash. If you have lots of uncaps on that, that one's going to be really good. I think this one's really good as well. Narita Taishin. And then otherwise, you could technically like use a Silent Suzuka or a Tokai Teo. Maybe Gold City. I don't know if these two, Nishin Flower and Gold City, are any good. But Twin Turbo is fine. And yeah, so this is probably what we're going to use again. I'm going to use the Super Creek just to get us a Swinging Maestro so I can make it through the campaign. If you don't have your own Super Creek, you could borrow one instead of borrowing the Kita-san Black. If you have your own Kita-san Black but no Super Creek, then I would just swap these two. And then this card right here, you probably have a decent number of them because it's a gold card. But if you don't, the event card's probably fine as well. The event card you can have maxed out for free, so that's what I would do for this King Halo run. So let's see if we can actually make a good King Halo. I think, what's my best King Halo? I can't really see from this screen without exiting out, but I'm pretty sure it was the 9700 score, which is a B+, but we're hoping to maybe get an A today. Let's see if we can actually run an A on King Halo. I think I've only run 2 King Halo runs in the past. The first one was good, and then the second one just kind of fell apart randomly, and I lost. Also, the other great thing about the support that I have is Behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might is really good for late surgers and pace chasers. On top of all the stamina that I get out of it, so it's just a really good support. So, this time is going to be a little bit different than the Sakura run, because now it's not a joke anymore. Now we're not just clicking speed every single time, now we actually got to think and use strategy. Turn 1, I didn't see anyone that had 3 people on any of the nodes, so I'm just going to go for Recreation. With a lot of good cards like Kita-san Black, you can maybe... I've heard people say you could get away with not doing Recreation ever because she has a lot of mood ups. But honestly, at the beginning, sometimes you end up waiting like 20 turns to actually get your first mood up. So it can feel really bad. So I just like to go for the Recreation anyways. And this is terrible. This is just not a good situation at all. So the thing is we want to get the friendships up for the speed cards, right? So these two. These two are the wit and the stamina card, which I don't care as much about. And then the others didn't even show up to training. So we're in an awkward situation. I think I just click wit here because it doesn't waste any energy and every option is bad. Can we get a little bit lucky? Okay, yeah, here. So this is more what we're looking for, right? We get to get friendship with 4 different people. 3 of them are the speed cards. Plus we get to do a speed training, which after you do 5 speed trainings, it levels up the facility. And you want to get the facility as high as possible. We just got a random gold city proc for 20 energy. That's cool. So if you don't know, sometimes like Gold City is not in my deck, right? Like we didn't put Gold City in here, but randomly it gave us the Gold City card because you could just run into any card and you just get a random event on it, and we just happened to get one that gave us 20 energy. Perfectly happy with that. But it's complete random luck. Now, unfortunately, we're back to full energy, and I really just want to click Wit here, I think. Which is not great, but it's whatever. Oh, I forgot we need to set up this little tool thing to tell me the events that King Halo has, because otherwise I don't know them. We're not running Silent Suzuka. We're... Oh, didn't mean to press that. We're running... where's Super Creek at? Super Creek, where are... There you are. And then we're running that one. Akuno Dictus. What's this event called? 3 heads are better than 1. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with the stamina here. Alright, we're probably going speed because we got 2 people there and we get to do another speed node. I'm just gonna cash in on this 20 energy right now. Ooh, that's another good speed one. So we'll just do that right off the bat. Moxie. Moxie is not good for us because we are not a front runner. Random 10 energy for free from Super Creek. Great news. Probably going Wit here. I don't know, the stamina is kind of enticing as well. Because the stamina has 2 speed characters. This one only has 1 speed character. We obviously are going to need a little bit of stamina, so why don't we click that button? As you can see though, before we run our debut race, I'm really trying to not ever have to click rest if I can avoid it. By like doing some wit trainings and stuff. In this case though, wit training is probably the best one. So the rule that I use is like, if wit training is equal to something that isn't speed, so in this case it's equal to this guts node where it has one of the speed characters and then a random character on it, I just click the wit one because the wit one doesn't actually cost energy. We got a random mood up. That's great because we're getting close to our race and mood gives you a bonus to your racing. Could go power here. So in this situation it's kind of tough. The rule that I just said, the power is almost equal to the wit just because it has the 1 speed and we really don't care about the wit card here that much. I'm really tempted to just click wit again to get Kita-san black closer to orange. But we are going to need power because we're going to be a pace chaser. So I think I'm going to get us a little bit of power. And we're probably going to end up having to rest once before the first race. Ooh, so here, wit has no 1, and everything else is equal at 1. This could get twin turbo to orange. But honestly, the Kita-san black is probably the best one. It also could give us a skill. Corner adept. Yeah, okay. So we want that anyways, because when she gives us Professor of Curvature later on, then we'll already have corner adept. And we're probably going to end up using that. Ooh. Normally this turn you would want to rest, but this wit node is so good that I have to press it. So that gets Kita-san black up to orange. And now we get that corner adept I was just talking about. Corner adept is... I mean, you could maybe argue that getting Behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might right now is good, but I think corner adept is going to be better to get right now. Because if we get an early Professor of Curvature, then we'll be happy. If not, like, Behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might is probably a better skill. But either way, I don't think we're going to lose this race. Now, there is a chance that you lose this race, but... And for the first race, ideally you want to use the strategy that's as far forward as possible, because you don't have very many stats in the first race, so it is possible to get like stuck if you're a late surger. But since she's so bad at front running, I'm not even going to try and front run. Okay. Debut race is done. It really sucks if you don't get first in your debut race. Like, it almost never happens, but sometimes it does, and then you're forced to run another race that you really don't want to run. I think I'm taking the 10 energy here. It sucks we don't get the mood, but... Alright, what do we got going on? We have a decent failure chance. I think I'm clicking wit though because again, wit is equal to everything else. Like this one's okay. I think to avoid the failure chance, I just click this one. Okay, in this case, the wit one really sucks. The speed one is the best one. I think I go for it. Probably gonna have to rest next turn, though. Ooh, do we already get Swinging Maestro? Yeah, okay. We already have access to Swinging Maestro. Can't make use of that rainbow training. Yeah, we just gotta rest here. So we're probably not gonna be able to afford Swinging Maestro anytime soon, though. But I might prioritize it. I don't know if I prioritize it over Behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might right now. Kind of just depends on how long the races that we're running are. Really just gotta go to the speed here. Get Twin Turbo to orange. And we get 2 extra speed because we're training with the reporter there. Dance lesson, I always forget what dance lesson gives on every single character. Okay, well the bottom one gives speed. I think it might be different for each character. Like one of them gives guts, and then one of them gives something depending on the character. This speed is too hard to give up. That's really good already. And also, we do get some friendship with the director. Obviously, we want to get the director to friendship, to green friendship before April of year 3. Ooh, that one's so good, but it's a 25% failure chance. There's no way I clicked that. Aw, that hurts. Okay, we got to all refresh. What do we got now? And see, and then it immediately gives me like a significantly worse one. Wow, we've only trained with Special Week like once. We need to get Special Week up. Probably better to just go for the Special Week instead of the Sweep Tosho here. Mostly because it's on the wit training. So yeah, this run we're not going to be doing a whole bunch of random races for no reason. We're just going to be focusing on getting our stats as good as possible. Why has this got to be on Guts? And then the Wit one kind of sucks, because Twin Turbo is already on orange. And then Sweep Tosho didn't even show up to training today. This turn sucks. I'm almost forced to click this Guts. Even though Guts sucks, I'm clicking it. Oh, I don't know any of this card's events. But we'll deal with that. Special Week is on Guts again? Stop going there. Okay, Sweep Tosho at least showed up to speed training, so we'll go with that one. Okay, another speed level up. I always pick this one. I think this one's bad. I don't remember what they give you. I just know I always pick the top one on that thing. Oh, right. They give you 2 different skills that frenzy different people. Frontrunners is probably better, especially for a sprinter, because if you're running King Halo against Sakura Bakshin, which is probably the reason that you're making King Halo, Sakura Bakshin is going to be a frontrunner, so this skill is going to be better for you. They're really tempting me with this one. But I think just getting Sweep Tosho, well, this is a 7% failure chance. It's going to feel really bad if we fail this one, but this is the best bet. We did it. Okay, do I even want to look? Ooh, we didn't even get you to orange? Yeah, we can't do that. We gotta rest before a race, which feels kind of bad. Oh, we did get well rested, though. That's nice. Alright, what is this? It's a medium race. Okay, this is what I was talking about, where we kind of would rather have Swinging Maestro right now. And I guess we haven't even gotten the option for Professor of Curvature yet. So I probably just save. We can't use Moxie. I'm probably just looking for Swinging Maestro. And I just save until we can get it. Alright. For some reason, every time I win a race now, I like look over at my other monitor like I'm gonna increase the counter on how many races we've won, but obviously that was just for last run. Okay, oh, I don't know why, I sometimes forget to plan around New Year's resolution. Because New Year's resolution, you can get 20 energy back. I guess we got lucky, so it didn't matter. We got a well-rested. If we hadn't have gotten a well-rested, then I would have been able to just get the energy back here. But, since we have full energy, we can either get 10 guts, which is useless, or 20 skill points, which actually does something. So let's grab the skill points. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, that's a good one. Special week, for some reason, we does not happening. If you want to hang out on the speed node, that'd be great. But I think that's the weakness of the special week card. She doesn't have a lot of special priority, unlike Kitasan Black, who has like a 30% chance to be in the speed node. I think Special Week does not have anywhere near that. But anyways, this is the best button by far. Okay, what do we got? Another one. Hey, Special Week actually showed up to the right node this time. That's great news. I don't know what this does. What's it called? Movies are full of something? Where is it? Oh. We either get speed, guts, or stamina. I think I'm taking the stamina. Because we're trying not to do that much stamina training. Okay, Special Week is on Wit here. His power's kind of crazy. What the heck? I really want to click this for Special Week, but I really gotta give up 25 power? No. Plus Kitasan. Well, I guess we already bought Corner Adept. Okay, yeah, she just gave us stats instead of a hint. Do I even bother looking at this just to make myself sad about Special Week being in a good spot? She is on speed, but no one else showed up. Okay, you should eat your vegetables. Lucky 7 again. That event always gives you Lucky 7, but not very good. Alright. Special Week didn't show up to training, huh? Lame. Okay, this is a weird turn. Everything sucks. There's no good options. Power 1 is maybe the best option. But when all the options suck, I'm very tempted to just click Wit. Because it costs no energy. So I'm going to do that. Plus we want skill points. We're trying to save up for Swinging Maestro anyways. Yeah, mimic her hairstyle because it makes you faster for some reason. Okay, well, we're definitely going with this button here. Special week actually showed up. And the reporter's here, so it'll give us a nice little extra 2 speed. And then that's going to take us straight into race day. Oh, 3 speed, because we got our friendship up. Oh, inspiration as well. Great news. Is there anything we're looking for? I don't think we have a sprint node to get to S sprint. So I don't even think it's possible to get to S sprint on this run. It might be possible to get to S turf, so we would really like that. But otherwise, 82 stamina. This is why I went with this, right? Because we really don't have to click the stamina button if we're just getting 82 stamina every year. We do need more power. How long is this race? It's a medium race, so yeah, we're probably taking the first part of Swinging Maestro then. Corner recovery. Is Gap Closer... I don't think Gap Closer is going to work for us unless we go Late Surger, and I really don't want to go Late Surger. I'd rather go Pace Chaser. But we'll see. We could always switch. Because we don't have anything that's exclusive to Pace Chaser right now. So unless we get like Hydrate, which I would definitely take Hydrate if we see it. But if we don't see it, then maybe I'll go Late Surger instead. We're only 3rd favorite. I think we still win. Okay, we still won. King Halo I'm always nervous about. She just sometimes loses races even when I feel like she should win, so... And obviously there is RNG associated with the races. Okay, we got 2 turns till the Derby. Oh, there's Professor Curvature. Ooh, that's gonna take all my energy, but I think it's worth it. To get that special week friendship up a little bit. Ideally, we get special week up to orange before summer camp. Okay, first rate in studies too. Where is that? Here. Okay, I can't imagine that that skill does anything, so I'm just going to click this because it gives us wit and skill points. Okay, I mean, that kind of hurts to miss a double rainbow, but it is what it is. Special week is here. Do I do this? So how are the turns going to play out? This turn, then late May is a race, and then we got 2 turns until summer camp. This is kind of stupid. I'm going to press this button. I probably should not be doing that. I should have just rested. After school soda. Okay, well the top one is guts, so I'm going to go with the speed. Okay, do we have enough for Swinging Maestro? We do. We could get either of those. How long is this race that we got to do? It's a medium, so we're going Swinging Maestro then. Now we can work on Professor of Curvature next. Should be able to win. We only have to get top 5, but... Okay, we are the favorite. Okay, that next race is 9 turns, so we got plenty of time. Summer camp's in 2 turns. how do we want to do this? I think we rest this turn and then hope that like special week is on wit next turn or something. Ooh. That is so tempting, but it's also so stupid to press this button right now, right before summer camp. But we even Super Creek has an exclamation point too. She's telling me to press the button. Ah. There's nothing on wit, huh? I don't know, this is a really tough one. Because, like, this is a little bit better than just seeing one person in summer camp. Okay, the reason that this is stupid is because it's gonna take, like, 30 energy the day before summer camp. And so if you look at my nodes, you can see like I have level 3 wit, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 4 speed. Summer camp, everything is level 5. And it's only lasts for 4 turns. So generally you want to have full energy for summer camp. I think I'm going to click it. But it means that we're only going to be able to train 1 day on summer camp, and we're either going to have to do 2 wits to get the last one, or do a rest during summer camp, which sucks. But I think this is worth it. It's really close. And the bad thing is Special Week didn't even get to orange off of that, but she got close. See, this is probably not good enough. But you can see just like another random... In summer camp, this only has 1 rainbow speed, whereas the other one had a rainbow speed and a regular speed. This is almost giving as much speed. I mean, this is almost just a rest turn. Because the wit doesn't even have anyone on it. It's bad. It's all going wrong. I'm gonna rest, though. Okay, are we doing better? Oh my gosh! That'll also get Special Week up to orange. That's so good. Alright, what do we got? Only 1. Oh, Special Week didn't get to orange, but I'll get her to orange right now. I keep forgetting, like... I get the bar a little bit wrong because I think I'm used to having Charming, which would have given just enough to get Special Week to orange. Okay, now she's orange, though. Okay, what do you do again? You, like, Honestly, I can't even tell which one is Guts here and which one is Power. Where are we at? Summer Camp? Okay, the top one's Power. Alright, what do we got for the last day? Well, it's Special Week, but... See, like, this is the power of summer camp. 1 single person on the node gives 28 right now. But do I instead stock up the energy? And because if I had 2 rainbows on speed outside of summer camp, it would be better than this right here. So I think I save the energy. I've started doing this more where I just kind of like save my energy and try not to use it unless I have buttons that are going to give me a lot. Like here, immediately we get a 35. Which is just a little bit better than what we were looking at in summer camp. So immediately it pays off. And then again, another big one. Okay, we do want to rest if possible. Now we also have speed at level 5. What do we got? Ooh, I pressed this button. 68? I gotta press this button, right? And we're gonna get an extra +3 from the reporter, too. Just don't fail. Okay, we made it. Okay, now we have to rest. Well, actually, we're racing, so... Ooh, am I really gonna tank my mood right before a race? Yes. Lone Wolf is too good. Okay, so we're just gonna buy Lone Wolf immediately. Alright, how we looking? Should win. Oh, this is the race where we don't even have to podium. It would be nice to win, but I think odds are we might not win it. Because this race is supposed to be really hard for King Halo. But we have Swinging Maestro. It's definitely possible. How don't we watch it? We're the third favorite. Now, unfortunately, if we were Great Mood, we'd have a higher chance to win this race. I don't know what's better, having Great Mood for this race or having Lone Wolf for the single race. Obviously, having Lone Wolf for the rest of the career is better. But for the single race, I don't know which one would have been better. Oh my gosh, we got a late start too. Okay, so let's see where we kind of end up in the middle of the race here. The Seiyun Sky is just front running like crazy. That other NPC I think is also supposed to be a front runner, but she's currently running with the Pace Chasers. I'm a little bit concerned that King Halo is going to get boxed in here. She doesn't position herself a little bit better. This is a long race, though. So we just gotta make sure that Swinging Maestro actually goes off. King Halo is currently getting boxed in pretty hard, though. I do not like her position at all. I'm pretty nervous that she's not gonna be able to run when she actually gets to the last straight. Okay, there's Swinging Maestro. So we should be good on energy for the rest of the race. Corner Adept for some more speed. If Biwa Hayahide would get out of the way, then this would work a lot better. Okay, we're getting to the end of the race here. We need this person next to us to go away. This person to our left here is blocking us from passing. Alright, we have some space. She made some space to get through, and now she's running. Okay, it's just her versus Super Creek at the moment. Special Week is catching up. But I think we broke out of the pack, so I think we might be safe, unless Special Week catches us here. No, I think we're pretty good. Special Week doesn't look like she's got it in her. Boom, big victory, like 7 lengths ahead. Maybe even 8 by the end. It was 9 lengths ahead? Holy. Also, you do get slightly more fans for how much you win the race by, so it does actually matter. Alright, what do we got? We got no energy. 79% failure rate, looks good. We're early November. Am I going... How many fans do you have? 89,000. Do I want to run the Japan Cup? I don't know. We'll figure out next turn if I'm going to run the Japan Cup. You got... Why would you get sleep deprived? You nerd. Oh my goodness. Do I run the Japan Cup right now? There's no good training to do, so it's not like I'm missing out on that front. I would maybe just do that wit training or just rest again, honestly. We got really screwed by that, what's it called again? Sleep deprived? Yeah, that one. Also kind of need a recreation. I think we got to run the Japan Cup. Is there anything better than Professor of Curvature right now? We're getting Professor of Curvature. So the good thing about the Japan Cup is it gives 30,000 fans. And with your multipliers, you're getting like 50,000 fans if you win. Which is good for hitting all the milestones. We already hit the first 2 milestones with fans. The last one is 120,000. But also, it just gives you a lot more points if we actually get to the 320,000. And if we don't run this Japan Cup, we're probably not going to get to the 320,000. So I think I'm going to run it. Okay, we are the favorite. Alright, she won. I was kind of worried she might lose, actually. Because the scary thing about the like races like that, the G1s, is there are some tough racers in them. But yeah, that puts us in a pretty good spot now. If you could get a -5, that'd be great. Oh my gosh, you got a -20. Of course you did. This gives a little bit of energy though, right? It gives like 10? Yeah. Gourmand. That's the hydrate one, right? Yeah, okay. So we're definitely gonna take that and stay on Pace Chaser, probably. We would still like to get Behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might if we can. We can't do anything, right? We just gotta rest. When's this race? 7 turns. Let's rest. Does New Year's give you a mood up? I don't remember. Okay, we do need to make sure that the director is a green, so I'm kind of tempted to press this button here. Because our fans don't matter if we don't have the director to green by April. So I think we're going to do that. And she should be a green now. Okay, so now we have New Year's Shrine, which we're just going to take the energy. Okay, you don't get a mood up out of New Year's, huh? Okay, yeah, the director is green, and I instantly got punished because now she's on the speed node, and I could have just done it a turn later. But it is what it is. Everything sucks. Not gonna lie. So I guess I'm just doing this. At least if we max out the director's friendship, by the end we get more stats at the end of the run. Ooh, raffle. Hey, we got the steak. That's a lot of energy back. And a lot of stats. Oh, that's so unlucky to get raffle and carrots immediately in a row. What does the other thing give? Because there's no use taking the carrots. Ooh, the top one gives minus 10 energy. We get 20 power, 20 guts, and beeline burst. Beeline burst is good, right? Oh, it's actually not the one I thought it was. So it's a question of, do I spend the 10 energy to get 20 power, or do I get 0 energy but get 20 stamina? I think I'd rather just hit the stamina button, huh? That feels bad to miss out on 30 energy here. I don't think we can use Breath of Fresh Air, right? I guess it's usable, but it's not good. One of the ones that's like super generic on straightaways, which means that it has like low multipliers. I also have target in sight now, huh? I think we're really going for a Hydrate and Behold Thine Divine Emperor's Might. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, a really good speed button. Yeah, I'll take that. You would take the stamina? Yep, that's the decision that I made. Okay, Valentine's Day. What is the requirements for her skill going off again? Which one's the focus? Oh, you mean this one? I feel like focus is the best on front runners. I don't know if it matters as much on anyone who's not a front runner, but I could be wrong. I usually just don't end up getting focus. Unless it's like I just have extra points and no good skills. But it could be okay. I actually don't even have Air Groove. Because I don't have that many horses yet. We're just smashing the speed button again, huh? Seems good. We got these big numbers coming in. Okay, we probably got to rest this turn, huh? We could do this and get the friendship with the director, but probably not worth it. Probably not worth it. I think we just rest. Ooh, we got a mood up. That's great. And another big speed button. We're kind of getting to the point where we don't need to train speed anymore. Oh boy, this event. This event's always a gamble. This one's the most likely. Do we even need charming anymore? Guts? You don't need guts. Guts, like, currently does nothing in the game, essentially. Guts doesn't do anything until, like, a year from now. This one gives more energy, though. I guess we'll... Yeah, don't mess it up, please. Okay, we're good. Well, like, the only thing Guts does is when your stamina runs out. But it's not... Like, it essentially does nothing. It does in the Japanese version of the game, they did change it. I don't know how they changed it, but it apparently does do something in the Japanese version of the game. Which one do we want? a whole... I'm probably going hydrate. Because, like, see, I don't even need gut. If I just have 2 stamina skills, I don't really need guts, ever. Because we're never going to run out of stamina. Yeah, I mean, that's why I hate that this prediction thing is even like this, right? Because it shows an X on guts, even though it doesn't do anything. So, like, new players are gonna get confused because the game is telling you that you need guts. But it doesn't actually have an effect, essentially. So you can see here, I have double circles on everything, but I don't have any guts. And when you're training, like, it just feels bad to ever have to press the guts button. So ideally, you just don't press it at all for an entire run. The only reason I ever press it is if it's like early game and there's like 3 or 4 people there and I'm like, okay, well, we're doing this for friendship, not for guts. Wait, did I have skill points? Sorry, I was distracted. No, I used my skill points. At some point it will become useful, but I'm not exactly sure when that'll be, especially since the global version of the game is accelerated. They might have that update sooner. Really won by half a length? Oh, we're in a sprint. I didn't even realize we were sprinting. How's that make sense? I probably shouldn't have gotten hydrate before a sprint in hindsight. We really didn't need hydrate for the sprint. Okay, we're at April, so we get the inspirations. What do we get here? Homestretch Haste is also really good. Hopefully I can pick that up. Okay, that's pretty good stats. And now we also get our ultimate to level up again. Okay, what do we got? We got a really good speed button again. Probably just gotta do speed. It's too good to give up. Oh, we gotta be aware, when's summer camp? We got some time. You want some good quality shoes. Okay, that's not bad, but... The only reason I would do this is to try and get the reporter's friendship up. So I think I'm gonna rest instead. I don't think it's good enough. Alright, yeah, thanks for stopping by. We'll be streaming again tomorrow, so have a good one. Okay, oh wow. Do I just press that one just because it's a lot of people? So we're gonna be running a race early June. I think I just press this just because it gives me a lot of wit. Could get... the stamina is just so low, even with the extra 4 stamina, I think. The 3 or 4 stamina we'll get from the reporter. It's not enough. I think I press this. And then we probably just do a speed training. And then we race, and then probably rest or something before summer camp. Okay, we're almost at max speed. We probably... maybe we do one more speed training, but... don't have enough for Gourmand. What's the length of this race? It's a mile. We don't even need stamina for it. It would be nice if we could have homestretch haste. I don't actually know what's better. Probably Behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might is better than homestretch haste. But it's less likely to go off. Like, there's situations where it won't actually go off. Ideally, we just end up with both. We need Gourmand, we need Thine Emperor's Divine Might, and we need homestretch haste. And then we're probably good. Alright, looking pretty... Oh, right, we only have B and Mile. Okay, we still pulled it off. The miles are closer because we only have a B in miles. But I think that's the last mile we have to run. So now we're making a sprinter. So we no longer have to worry about miles, I believe. Let's check and verify that. Oh yeah, the Tenno shows a medium. We might still run the Japan Cup. How many fans are we looking at? It's gonna be close. We probably should run the Japan Cup. The Urima Keenan might be a little bit much. I'm supposed to rest this turn, right? Or I could do this. I'm really tempted to just do that. We're not at full energy for summer camp. But we're not really doing... We only are looking for like one speed training. We might even not need it anymore. Especially if we do multiple wit trainings, we're not going to need it. Like that, if I press this button right now, we would not need to do any speed training for the rest of the run anymore. But I feel like we could get those 30 stats just off of random races and wit trainings and events. I feel like it's not worth it to press that button when I could just save and hopefully get some stamina next turn. The stamina is even worse now. I just go wit again because Kita-san's gonna give us something. Let's do that. Okay. See, she gave us a little bit of speed out of it. How's this looking? This is a good wit training, but I kind of just want to press stamina. We need to get to like 600 stamina. Which I'm pretty confident we can do, but we got to start pressing the button if we want it. Yeah, give it to me. Okay, and this turn sucks. Could do this, though. It gives almost as much stamina, and it gives Super Creek Friendship. And we get 2 exclamation points. Oh, do you only get 1 exclamation point? I feel like you don't ever get the second exclamation point if you have 2. I can't tell if that's a bug or maybe it's just random or maybe you only get 1 of the exclamation points. So, do I just press this wit training right now? It's pretty decent, but resting would maybe be better. Got rest. Ooh, nice, we got a fully rested. Yeah, I don't know what this one does. Style Flawless Method? What do you give? wisdom, 10 wisdom, or 30 skill points. I don't know. We do need a lot of skills, so maybe I go the skill points. Probably don't need 10 wisdom too badly. Alright, what are we renting here? A sprint. So we either want this one, or we want a home stretch. Right there. And at some point... Am I even going to finish Gourmand? I guess it really depends on what the URA races are. I think they might be mediums. I think we probably run the most mediums. Especially if I run the Japan Cup in a few turns, then it'll probably be mediums. So we'll need it for that. Well, having that in mind, if I'm gonna run the Japan Cup in a few turns, this is a medium. I do have to get first in this race, but I should be able to do it without homestretch haste. So I kind of feel like I get Gourmand first, just to make sure we have enough stamina for the longer races that are coming up. That's not going to be good enough, not unless we're running late Surger. Okay, Gourmand doesn't really do anything for this race right now. It could maybe help a little bit with extra stamina, but I don't think we need that much stamina. We would like to get our mood back to great, if at all possible. Am I really gonna... It's really close whether or not I have to run the Japan Cup. I think I should, just to make sure we get to 320,000 fans. I think I do this one. We get an extra, like, 4 stamina. I don't know if it goes up right there when she goes to green. Oh, it's still 3. So at green, she's still at 3, but at orange, she goes to 4, and at max, she's at 5. Okay, and we actually could have gotten homestretch haste earlier, but we'll get it right now. It sucks because I would rather get Behold Thy Divine Emperor's Might, but we're 1 point off, and I think I'd rather just have homestretch haste right now. Okay, so this is the last race of her career thing, so let's go ahead and watch this one. She should be able to pull it off. And when the race starts, I'm gonna also go fill up my water. Alright, I will be right back. Don't get a late start. 揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました。誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。先行争いはセイウスカイ3番ダイバスターレット。期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気キングヘイロー。さあ花に立ったのはセイウスカイ。このままリードすることができるか。3番セイウスカイ。2人の競り合いは続いている。いいライバル関係になりそうですね。先頭は3番単身で飛ばしていきます。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのはセイウスカイ。向こう上面に入って先頭からしんがりまでおよそ14馬身。3番会長に飛ばしていきます。Alright, how's the race going? Looks like we're in a good position. We're kind of far from the wall, so I'm not really that worried about getting boxed in. Actually, we're keeping up with Seiyu and Sky, and she's a front runner, so... That just shows you how fast we are. Okay, we're already in first and we're not even in the late part of the race yet, huh? That's crazy. See, in this race, Behold Thy Emperor's Divine Might wouldn't have even gone off. Because we didn't have anyone to pass late race. We were already in first. It's not even close. Are we going to win by distance? Yeah, we either won by 10 lengths or distance. Distance is just more than 10 lengths. Okay, it was 10 lengths, but... Okay, how many fans? Is that enough? So if you get like 12,000, then like 18,000, so we get like 30,000. I think we're gonna be just short if I don't run another race. It sucks because by just short, I mean like literally like 2,000 to 4,000 short. I don't even know why I'm looking at that. There's no way we click that. I really want to click stamina, but Super Creek's not. This is the bad part about me running a wit card. Actually, why do I even want stamina? The only reason I want stamina is because I would like to get to 600, just for the chance at the spark, the 3-star spark, I guess. But we're pretty close to making it happen. Just with passive race bonuses. I feel like 9 is so bad though that we just have to click the wit button. Oh boy, we got more speed. We really didn't need that because now we're already gonna get to the max speed. So this turn we are... Oh, it's bad stamina again, but we are going to run the Japan Cup. We don't have enough skill points. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to do it because I think we're going to be just short, and it's going to be a disappointment if we don't actually get the Legend run done. So I'm going to run the Japan Cup, I guess. Even if we didn't get like a good placing, we probably would have gotten enough fans. Okay, so now we're definitely gonna get to Legend. -5, please? Oh, -20. Alright, what are we looking at here? I mean, if I go for wit, I can definitely get to 600 wit, but a wit spark is not nearly as good as a stamina spark. But I can't guarantee that I'm going to get enough stamina. I could definitely guarantee that I would get enough wit to get to 600, though. Let's just click stamina. Okay, here's our last ultimate level up. I don't even think she's ulted a single time. I don't really know what it means after racing calmly. I don't know exactly what that means. This might be a good recreation turn. Because we're going to want the mood anyways. Okay, that's a little bit... We didn't get the energy. You can either get 1 mood and 10 energy, or 2 mood and 0 energy. And we would like to max out the director if possible. Or not the director, the reporter. I think we already have the director maxed. Oh, she's not here. I don't think we're going to be able to max out the reporter, though, unless we get lucky. Okay, so what are we running? We're running mediums. So I think we're just taking Behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might here. And then I guess after that, maybe just taking Target in Sight. Or Frenzy Frontrunners. I forgot about that one. We do probably want that for the sprints. Trick Front is also not bad. Because Pace Chasers are positioned near the front, usually. Oh, but it's only for rushed runners. Maybe not as good. So we'll go ahead and take this one right now. Okay, so now we're just trying to see if we can actually get stamina above 600 before the career ends. Ooh, that 19 might just do it, especially with the reporter there. But we're probably not going to be able to do another stamina training, because we only have 1 more turn left where there's training. And I'm thinking we're not going to have enough energy to actually do a training. We might go for Target in Sight. Problem is I don't know if we're going to be the favorite because we have bad guts. Maybe I'll just hold, because we don't really need that skill anyways. Yeah, it says we have average ability, mostly because our guts sucks. Our stamina is also not perfect, but we have 2 stamina skills, so not actually concerned on stamina at all. Yeah, we're number 5 favorite, so it would have done nothing for me to grab that skill. But it's an easy win above Symboli Rudolph. Yeah, I pretty much predicted exactly the right amounts. I said 12 and 18, but it was actually 13 and 17, which adds up to the same thing. So yeah, I think we would have been off by a few thousand if I didn't run that Japan Cup. Okay, we will get to 600 stamina. What can we do here? There's no reason to just fail and, like, mess up the run somehow by tanking our mood, so I think we just take this. Get as much wit out of it as we can before the end, but we'll also get 600 wit. Now we got all double circles except for guts. Winter Runner. I don't think I've ever seen... Maybe I have seen Winter Runner. I've definitely never grabbed it before. Sometimes I'll grab the, like, Sunshine Runner or whatever. So, we kind of said that this one probably wasn't good enough. But this is only if they become rushed. It's a little too specific. But maybe that's still good enough. We don't care, like, everything needs to be for the sprint because we're making a sprinter. Now, this one just doesn't work because we're not going to be in that position. Pace Chaser, prepared to pass, huh? I don't actually know if this skill is good or not. Like, in theory, it sounds good because this is what you have to do. But if it's not effective at doing that, then it really doesn't matter. Tempted to just take target in sight. But I think in the event where you run against the sprinters, they're almost always the favorite. And especially Sakura, who King Halo would be running against, is going to be a front runner, so she's not going to be in the same strategy. So maybe that's not the play. We could go focus, but it's not as good on a pace chaser. I don't know, there's no great choices. I think I'm just going to grab frenzied front runners. Alright, let's watch the finale. This is actually gonna be like a really highly rated one, huh? We might get... There's a small chance we get an A+ on this run. Wait, what is Happy Meek? Like, I don't even know what position she runs in or strategy or anything. Alright, we had the swinging maestro go off. What is Rice Shower doing? Why is Rice Shower up front already? I just don't want Rice Shower to, like, box me in here. Okay, we got Gourmand. Looks like Rice Shower just fell in line, and I am passing Narita Bryan, so... I can't believe Happy Meek just stayed in the lead this whole race, but I think she's gonna get passed now. See, even here, Behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might doesn't even go off, because I only passed one person late race. But usually there's more front runners, so it would have gone off, but there weren't any front runners to pass. Alright, solid victory, like 5 lengths ahead. Yep, I can't believe Winning Ticket got second. Yep, we would have been short by like 5,000 fans if I hadn't run the Japan Cup. Alright, we maxed out speed. Did we get enough friendship? Oh, we kind of got a lackluster upgrade with her. We got the fan from the director, so we got max friendship with her. Alright, let's look at our final stats here. We got 600 on everything except for guts. We beat the 1100 speed mark. Got really high power. I think if I had gone more power, our rating would be higher. I think we're probably going to get an A rating. It's going to be like a high A. Probably not quite an A+. But I didn't really see an opportunity to look at power more. Okay, what do I want to spend all these points on? Gotta remember, we're doing this for a sprint. So I think it's gonna be trick front. Do I just go... Instead, do I just take prepared to pass? The problem is I think even if you're boxed in, prepared to pass doesn't really help you. Like, maybe it raises your power a little bit to, like, kind of push people away. Because I think your power does affect your ability to, like, kind of force people to stop boxing you in, essentially. Even though, like, in racing, you're not actually allowed to push them. But I think power does technically affect that. I'm really tempted to just take double target in sight. And then trick front. I would probably go prepared to pass if I could afford it. But this way we spend the most points. Alright, let's see how good our sprinter is rated. Unfortunately, we didn't get a turf up or a sprinter up. Or even pace chaser to S. Any of those would have been good, but didn't happen. Those are kind of luck-based. Getting to S is a little bit more luck-based. Yep, just an A. That's actually the highest rating I've ever gotten, huh? That's crazy. That's better than the Maruzinski I was showing earlier. Oh my gosh. These are the worst sparks I have ever seen. 1-star guts, literally useless. A 1-star turf. Turf is good, but like there's no other sparks. And it's 1 stars. Like, oh my gosh. Couldn't have gotten a worse roll there. But it's the highest rated horse that I've ever made, so. First place. She beat her own record by 2,000. And then I also beat my scenario record. 14-0. Did we get any cool thing? Way of Kings. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Receive inspiration from a legacy with career wins in the Satsuki Show, Japanese Derby, Kikuka Show, and also win them yourself. It's a cool title. Oh, I've never seen this one before. Really? Have I never gotten this before? Epoch Pioneer, win 10 G1 races? That sounds like something I've done before. But I don't think I've ever seen that one. Anyways, we're going to take Way of Kings because it sounds cool, and her name is King Halo. So. So I actually don't know what's better now. My Maruzinski or this King Halo for the sprints? I want to say that the Maruzinski's still better because she had S in sprinting. I earned all the points for the event. You can gain additional rewards from event rewards when completing... Oh, okay. I assume it means this event rewards, maybe? Go edit team. So this King Halo can be replaced with... Where? Where are you? Oh, you're the strongest one ever. You're in first. Of course you are. Ooh, I'm getting so close to getting to A rank. We're less than 2,000 away from A rank. Okay, so let's just compare um, the two sprinters that I have. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure which one's better now, but... So first up, we have the Maruzinski that I showed at the beginning. She's got S in sprinting. Both of them are going to have maxed out speed. She's got way more wit. So I'm thinking that maybe the Maruzinski's still a better sprinter. But King Halo ended up being a better horse overall. The S in sprint is kind of like the X factor that I don't know. I don't know how much bonus having an S here is over an A. And then skill-wise, they both have Professor of Curvature. Front runner straightaways probably compares to like homestretch haste that King Halo had. They both have swinging maestro, which they probably won't even need because it's for a sprint. Maruzinski's ultimate is probably much better than King Halo's though, because you saw King Halo's was almost never even going off in the races, whereas Maruzinski's essentially goes off every single time because she's almost always in the lead at the end of the race or near the end of the race. Something that I would have liked to have for this is if you can have McQueen's special ability with Maruzinski's. You combine those two, the Duty of Dignity calls. That works really well together for closing out races. But unfortunately, it didn't work out because of how, like, the legacies that I had to use. I had to use Haru Urara because she was the only one who had a sprint spark. Which I got lucky to get the S out of it, but... And then we got the King Halo here. Again, her ultimate wasn't really going off. I don't really know what the definition of racing calmly is. So... can't really count on that, so I think that makes the Maruzinski better, especially without having the S in either Turf or Sprint or Pace Chaser. But we ended up with 1200 speed, a lot of power, but like 200 less wit than Maruzinski. So I think the sprinting might still go to Maruzinski. I don't know if there's a way I can like pin them against each other or something. Or maybe I'll see in PvP because they're on the same team for sprinting. So I'll see which one is performing better, probably. Although it's a little bit unfair because King Halo has these debuff abilities. So Maruzinski is going to benefit from the debuff abilities. Like, both King Halo and Maruzinski will benefit from them, whereas if Maruzinski's running on her own, she won't have these. But, yeah. Well, I'll figure it out over time, but... yeah, that's kind of the example that I wanted to show of how to make a good sprinter. We ended up with really good speed, decent amount of wit, and King Halo is going to be one of the characters that probably everyone has to use, as well as the Sakura Bakushin O that we had from last time as well. If you use both of those, you could probably do the whole event with just those two. But if you have like an X Factor like Maruzinski or Taiki Shuttle, I think Taiki Shuttle... well, Taiki Shuttle's in the event, too, so I guess that's not foolproof either. You need someone like Maruzinski or someone else who can front-run that isn't in the event. Kurin-chan, the new character, is also going to be in the event, so even if you get her, you won't be able to use her for the whole thing. So probably your best bet is just going to be make the free Sakura Bakushin that everyone has, and then almost everyone's going to have King Halo as well, so make those two. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.